Pinterest is one of the best apps ever created. Honestly, it's the one online space where I don't mind spending a bit too much time, like the opposite of doom scrolling. It's a platform that's all about creativity and ideas. When I use it intentionally, it can be a great tool to stay inspired and motivated for whatever I'm working on. Whether it's a personal project, planning something big, or just looking for a little spark of creativity, Pinterest has something for everyone. So let's dive into how to create a Pinterest feed that truly inspires you. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. What I love most about Pinterest is how it's so different from other platforms. Unlike social media apps that focus on comparison or chasing likes, Pinterest feels more intentional. It's less about what others are doing and more about what you're creating for yourself. Think of Pinterest as your digital inspiration board, tailored entirely to you. Whether you're planning a wedding, looking for home renovation ideas, or just bookmarking recipes for the week, it's like having a creative assistant in your pocket. Personally, I find it so refreshing because it's not about mindless scrolling, it's about gathering inspiration that actually sparks joy or helps you move closer to your goals. To get the most out of Pinterest, it really helps to start with a clear purpose. Take a moment to ask yourself, what am I here for? Maybe you're using it as a mood board for brainstorming creative projects, or perhaps you're building a vision board to map out your goals. Some people even use it as a productivity tool to stay organized with ideas for their home, business, or hobbies. For me, it's all those things. I use Pinterest to explore potential projects, set a long-term goal, and dream up ideas for how I want my space and lifestyle to look. Once you have a purpose in mind, it becomes so much easier to focus your searches and create a feed that feels personal and useful. Now let's talk about one of the most important steps. Following the right accounts and boards. This might take a little time up front, but it's worth it. Start by searching for topics you love, whether that's interior design, travel, DIY crafts, or even something niche like eco-friendly living. When you find creators whose style resonates with you, follow them. The Pinterest algorithm will start suggesting similar boards and pins, so the more you engage with the content that fits your vibe, the better your feed will look. Over time, this process becomes almost automatic, and your feed will feel like a treasure trove of ideas tailored specifically for you. Once you start pinning, it's easy to let your boards get a bit messy. To avoid that, take some time to organize your boards into specific categories. For example, instead of lumping all your ideas into a single inspiration board, try breaking it down. You could have separate boards like living room decor, DIY crafts, or healthy weekend recipes. This way, when you're revisiting your boards later, it's easy to find exactly what you need without getting overwhelmed. Pro tip, if you're someone who loves long-term planning, try creating seasonal boards. For example, you could have a board for winter fashion, spring cleaning tips, or holiday party ideas. It's such a great way to stay ahead and feel prepared for whatever's coming up. When I'm working on a project or running my business, Squarespace is the platform I rely on. So here's a few features that I've found incredibly useful. First, there's Acuity scheduling. It's great for handling appointments with customers, SMS and email reminders to keep your clients informed and on track. Plus, it syncs seamlessly with calendars like Google, Outlook, and iCloud, so everything stays super organized without extra effort. If you need a logo, Squarespace logo creation tool is simple and effective. Again, minimal effort. With icons from the Noun project and an intuitive design tool, you can quickly put together a clean, professional logo with no design experience required. Their analytics tool are also incredibly helpful. You can get a clear overview of your site's performance, including traffic, trends, visitor locations and sales, form conversions, popular content, and search keywords. It's all laid out in a way that's easy to understand and act on. So Squarespace brings these tools together into one platform, making it a practical choice for anyone looking to grow their business or streamline their workflow. If you're ready to give it a shot, head over to the link in my description to start your free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use coupon code COACHMOOD to get 10% off your first purchase. Pinterest search bar is one of the best tools. Make sure you're using it to its full potential. The trick is to be as specific as possible with your keywords. For example, instead of searching for office decor, try something more detailed like minimalist office decor with plants or small home office setups. The Explore feature is another fantastic resource. It's a great way to discover trending ideas or even dive into topics you haven't thought about before. You might stumble across a unique DIY project or recipe that becomes your new favorite. Pinterest has so much to offer you and so much to offer if you're willing to dig a little deeper. So here's a tip I learned the hard way. Be selective about what you pin. It's tempted to save every pretty picture or interesting idea. That can lead to cluttered boards that don't actually inspire you. So before you hit save, ask yourself, does this align with my goals or style? By focusing on quality over quantity, your boards will feel much more cohesive and meaningful. This approach also helps Pinterest algorithm suggest better content for you in the future. Think of it like curating a gallery. Every pin should earn its place. I think we can look at like manifesting as something like woo-woo or something like pretty logical. For example, it's like what you feel, you eventually think, what you think, you say. What you say, you can put it out there. And once it's out there, it's more easy to like grab onto. If we can imagine it, if we can see it, if we can picture ourselves doing it, it's more likely that that will actually happen. So Pinterest is kind of like that whole process just in one thing. It makes those steps very easy to achieve. That's why I think vision boards are so popular and why they work. Create a vision board so that you can imagine yourself doing it, so that you can see how it's going to be done. Not even how it's going to be done. You see it being done. The how doesn't really matter. It's usually just the why and the excitement behind it. Lastly, don't forget to refresh your boards from time to time. As your interests and goals evolve, your Pinterest board should reflect that. Go through your older pins and remove anything that no longer feels relevant or inspiring. For example, if you've already completed a project or your tasks have shifted, it's okay to let go of those pins. Keeping your feed updated not only keeps it inspiring, but also helps you stay excited about using Pinterest as a tool for creativity and growth. There you have it. Pinterest is more than just a fun app. It's a way to stay inspired, organized, and motivated. By following these tips, you can create a feed that feels like a personal space filled with ideas that truly resonate with you. If that was helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. And if you have any tips of your own for using Pinterest, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear them.
All right, so be sure to like and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that bell notification. And yeah,